Hi, I'm Greg. Welcome to Affect Studio. I'm here to compare the sound of 8 1/3 Gibson style instruments. A third? Wait, what? Yeah, I couldn't get the neck and middle position to work on this one for some reason. Now, each of these guitars feels different to play, which to a greater or lesser degree influences what and how we play on them. As a result, they're often preferred for or associated with specific types of music. You can't play jazz on an Explorer. Why not? They weren't designed for rock, and neither was the Les Paul for that matter. So if we take away our biases, expectations, and which one we think looks coolest, by not knowing which guitar we're actually listening to, how do they actually compare tonally? I'll play them in the same order each time and have attempted to be as consistent with the playing as I can, but won't reveal which is which until the end. So here's the first set of clips using the neck pickups. For consistency, they're all strung with the same brand and type of 10 to 46 gauge string. I'd usually have different gauges on some of them just to bring out the tonal differences more, because I don't need 9 guitars that sound exactly the same. For guitars, from the oldest to youngest, and not in the order that you're hearing them, I have my wife's 1981 Ibanez Artist AS100, which is almost the same as the AS200 that John Schofield plays. The only significant difference is a rosewood fingerboard instead of ebony on the AS200. The rosewood board makes it closer to the majority of ES335s. Built in the Fuji Gen factory, it has the stock Ibanez Super 58 pickups. Next oldest is my 1985 Tokai Love Rock. This has a set of early Gibson Burstbucker pickups. A 1990 Epiphone Casino, Japanese model, built in the Terada factory. Stock pickups. I did try some Seymour Duncans in it at one point, but felt the original pickups represented the guitar better. From Gibson's original series, made in 2019, we have Dora, the Explorer, a TV finished Les Paul Special, and the SG Junior. These all have their stock pickups. From 2020, a spectacular looking custom shop 60th anniversary Les Paul reissue. This has the stock custom bucker pickups, which I believe are similar to Burstbuckers, except using Alnico 3 magnets as opposed to the Alnico 2, and for some reason Gibson charge you almost double the price if you want to buy a set. From 2021, a custom shop Les Paul Special and original series SG Standard. The Special has a set of pickups I wound. I currently have Alnico 4 magnets in the bridge and Alnico 3 in the neck. I was using Alnico 5 in the bridge pickup for the Tokai v Gibson video. I'm also trying an Alnico 4 magnet in the otherwise stock neck pickup of the SG. The SG bridge pickup is the completely stock 60s Burstbucker. So let's hear that SG Junior. Here are the bridge pickups with a clean tone. The next clips were the hardest to get right as we're hearing both pickups. So any level difference due to the different height of the pickups is going to affect the overall tone, and of course you can't change that afterwards. Here are the bridge pickups with a bit of overdrive, starting with the Junior again. This is the last set of clips using a neck pickup and some overdrive. I'll reveal what we're listening to as they're playing. So there they are. Any favourites, surprises, ones you were sure were completely different to what they actually turned out to be? They all sounded different, but in some cases not as much as I expected. I had expected to hear clearer distinctions between the body and pickup types, but don't know that I could draw any definitive conclusions from these. I think the maple bodies on the Ibanez and Epiphone accounted for their tonal qualities as much as being hollow, as there were elements that were similar to Les Paul and Tokai with their maple caps. Likewise, a neck P90 on the TV Special had similar warmth and richness to the Les Paul and the SG. So hopefully you found that as enlightening as I did. I don't usually go through them all playing the same part. You'd normally play one and then not quite right, try something else that's similar. So it was interesting just to hear the same parts on all of them like that. So as always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, and hopefully I'll see you soon.